how to practice to prevent from making mistakes. When I'm examining students for ABRSM and AMAP exams, some of students are very talented and gifted, but they just cannot stop making mistakes. A lot of stops, a lot of sleeps. What do you think is the main reason cause those issues? Bad practice habit. If you don't want to make mistakes on stage, you should not make mistakes when you practice. Because once you keep making mistakes, your brain will always remember the mistakes you made, and that's how you're most likely to perform on stage. So you have to learn how to practice properly without making any mistakes. Slow down your pace and work on the smaller section. Would definitely help you to practice properly and make progress. So these are the things that you should never do when you practice. Guessing the notes instead of reading. So like you're just looking for the notes, guessing the notes like. Remember to play at a steady tempo. You do not rush or speed up the tempo, but at a steady tempo. You have to do it slowly but at a steady tempo, because students, they think that they're playing slowly, but they always end up rushing. So make sure that you do not rush when you practice, because if you practice unsteady tempo, it will cause you to make more mistakes when you're performing. So metronome will definitely help you to keep the steady tempo. If you have any sections that you always feel stuck, you might want to do something about it. Like you might want to change the fingerings, but it's not only that. You want to write down the fingerings huge, so there is no way that you can miss out on that note. So if you always get blinded, just for some reason you cannot read the notes through, then write down the fingerings, but very huge, so that there's no way you can miss out on the notes. You end up reading the fingerings partially. If there are any sections that you always feel stuck, you practice that sections, right, until you gain confidence. That's the section A, so you practice until you feel confident. Now I'm about to practice section B. After you practice each section, don't forget to practice the transitions. Alright, you make sure that each section flows seamlessly and smoothly. From making mistakes and play seamlessly, you must practice properly. You have to do your best not to make mistakes when you practice. You must be able to take enough time to process all the information that you need correctly in your brain before you press each note. That's how you're supposed to practice. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. It costs $0 and it will help me a lot.